doing my well, you're twisted. Can I have my fingers? Look at you. Hi everyone. Well, today, as you've seen in the title, I want to talk about Nidovirus, and that it does affect snakes, pythons, and what the Nidovirus means for somebody who has a snake that actually has Nidovirus. Basically, the Nidovirus, or the strain of Nidovirus here in Australia, is not the same strain as people have to deal with overseas in other countries. It's a little bit different a strain, but you know, our snakes, they can live with it, and it's manageable with care and ongoing care of that snake. But of course it's completely incurable, and there is nothing that you can do to get rid of it. It is not what is considered to be a death sentence, though it is still contagious to, of course, your other pythons, snakes that you have, and you do have to be very careful. And why I'm talking about the Nidovirus is, you all know my diamond python Sia, who arrived when she was 3 years old, and you know, I kind of picked up, she was pretty small for a 3-year-old diamond python, and you know, within a couple of weeks she came down with a respiratory infection, which I put down to, well, I couldn't really, because she had it pretty bad. It wasn't like she'd built up to having a RI. She had full on a bad respiratory infection which required antibiotics. So that was okay, and I kind of thought stress and so forth, and yeah. And then she sort of got over that RI, and then ate for a little while, and then got another respiratory infection. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? So I adjusted temperatures a little bit, because diamond pythons are a little bit different to care for than my carpet pythons. But I adjusted the temperatures and put them up a little bit, and lowered her humidity, put her into a smaller enclosure, and but she developed a mouth infection, which you'll have seen the video of me having to swab her mouth every day and keep that clean with I think it was chlorhexidine, but you can use, of course, your betadine, diluted betadine actually, and heal it up that way. But got that all cleared up, and she was doing really well, and she started eating again, and she shed, because she hadn't shed for 9 months. I think she shed, I don't even remember if she even shed after I'd got her. I don't think she had. And it was 9 months before she shed again. And You know, because she was eating and she was active and, yeah, really looking healthy. I mean, Sia was down in my bedroom because she'd just been so sick that I didn't want her around my other snakes. Well, Sia has got a mouth infection back, and also that infection, even though I got onto it straight away, because when she stops eating, I'm okay for a week, but if she skips the next week, I kind of ask the question, is there something going on? So I checked her mouth and I saw a little bit of redness up the top, and I started swabbing that, and then a couple of days later I noticed one of her eyes was also showing cloudy, and I kind of knew the infection had possibly moved up into her eye, which it had. Now, the ongoing, though she hasn't had another respiratory infection, but mouth infections equally on top of the respiratory infections are a sure sign of Nidovirus. And Sia, being a snake that has not thrived, she's 4.5 years old, she is 1.2 kilos, she is underweight, but not to look at her as such, but she is. And now you're going to hear my birds in the background. But the ongoing signs, indicators, massive indicators of the Nidovirus. And I could have it tested, but I don't need to, because the vet has pretty much said I am 99% sure she has Nidovirus. You can spend the money and have it tested, but I wouldn't, because everything tells me that she has. She shows all the symptoms. Now what happens is, it is manageable. You get them well, they start to do really well, and then it hits them again, and it's kind of roughly a yearly kind of event that it will just come back, and then you will get it all under control, get the mouth infection or the RI under control, and then everything seems to be going well, and boom, all this will just come back again. So, you know, I don't want everybody cringing and going, oh my goodness, this is going to affect all of my other snakes, because it's not. Sia is in and has been down in quarantine for a year. I do not handle Sia and then come and handle my snakes. Sia is handled, and anything that is done with Sia is done at the end of the day when I'm going to bed, prior to having my shower and so forth. So nothing gets passed on down here to my other snakes. But you know, I do want you to understand that the strain of Nidovirus here in Australia is not the same as what is over in the States and other countries of the world. So now I have a choice. Do I treat Sia for her Nido? I can't treat it, but care for her in terms of if she continues to get RIs, and touching wood, she hasn't had any for a good 9 months, I would say. But this mouth infection has only really cleared up since Christmas, I think, and now it's back again. Do I let her live that life because it's not quality of life, or do I have Sia put to sleep? And I didn't want to bring this video up because Jack was kind of the priority for me. Sia is, don't get me wrong, she's there with Jack right now, but I have a big decision to make. Do I keep putting her through all this? She hates having her mouth swabbed. I hate doing it, but it needs to be done. So, that's what I wanted to tell you today and what I wanted to talk about. And you'll have seen that Brian Cusco, oh, he's going to shoot me if I've said his name wrong. Honestly, right now my head is inside out and back to front, or my brain is. Has done one and he's testing his snakes individually. Of course, it's probably very important over there, because if I saw any of my other snakes going through this process that's serious, I would have them all tested. But if they were going to have had the Nidovirus, they already would have been showing signs of it. At this particular point, they can get it at any time, but honestly, I believe Sia came to me with it, and I'm not very happy about that at all. But maybe she hadn't shown any significant signs of it. I can't be 100% sure, so I don't want to down the person who had her. I just know she was tiny when I got her, and I questioned that. I'm just keeping her small, and though I questioned that too. But anyway, my little blonde spotted is not eating. I think I've mentioned she just wants to breed. Apani is not eating because it is breeding season. Lily is all tucked away in her enclosure because she's in shed. Tessa and Maya have got full bellies because Jack's too sick. Little Archie's doing amazing. Actually, I'm probably going to get him out tonight for a little while. He should have digested and everything by now. He's had another meal. And of course, Sia, who is not well. So, guys, take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes. What do you think, Maya? Mum, take good care of you, darling. I wish you would eat for me, though. Hey? She was so swollen, guys. I knew she wasn't going to eat, but take care of all your animals. Ciao.